Hey, Jonathan, of course, Jonathan Capehart, not only an editorial writer for the Washington Post, but also the best damn dressed guy on TV.
Yeah.
Who's going to take me out shopping and teach me how to tie a tie.
We got to set that date, Joe. We have to set that date.
I can't wait. It's hopeless, trust me. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong,
yes,
but I just don't think a political candidate should say of himself, this is the moment the world has been waiting for. I've become a symbol of the possibility of America returning to our best traditions. Am I wrong?
You are not wrong, and my inbox is waiting for, as you call it, the hate emails that come in from what I'm about to say. Senator Obama is really, Michelle Bernard, MSNBC analyst, said this a few weeks back, I believe on either Race for the White House or Hardball, that there was the question of, why won't Senator Obama just eat the donut? Why won't he, come down off his perch? And she said that, the danger for Senator Obama is if he, drinks a beer and becomes sort of the people, he runs the risk of being a little too real and for some people might come off as the angry black man. And I saw her the other day and I said that was a great thing for her to say because, I think black men in public life have to walk a very fine line. On the one side, you have the concern of being viewed as the angry black man, but on the other side, you run the risk of looking like someone who's uppity. And I think for the concern that I have for Senator Obama is that he's bumping up against that uppity line, and a quote like that, I have become a symbol, really runs up against that. The American people, I think, like their candidates for president, to be humble, to be reserved, to be of the people, someone they can relate to, someone who in whom they see themselves. But then the American people like their presidents to be slightly removed above them, someone who can be a symbol of the nation, someone who is respected and revered around the world.
I mean, is this about race,
and I think,
Jonathan?
Senator, that has to be earned. Say that again?
I said, is this about race, though? I mean, you talk about him bumping up against the uppity line. I can't imagine John McCain, what John McCain or any candidate would face if they said that I have become the symbol of the possibility of America returning to our best traditions. That is almost egomaniacal.
Yeah, it's unbelievably presumptuous, and it can come off as egomaniacal. And I think we have seen this time and again throughout this campaign. And I think with that quote, Senator Obama has given the Republicans yet more ammo in their arsenal, their argument that he's presumptuous. He's someone who's believing his own press.
What about editorial writers? Has he given editorial writers? Has he given late-night comedians who say there's nothing to riff off of Barack Obama? Has he given people other than Republicans something to sit back and say, wait a second, this guy says 100 days out, chances are really good I'm going to win this election. His wife says, now that Barack's ahead, this is the first time I've really been proud of America. And Barack says, I am the symbol. Again, you all are acting so shocked about that.
I disagree with you, Joe, I disagree with you on lumping in Michelle Obama with what he's quoted as saying to the Democrats yesterday. I think those are two completely different things. But I do think that, leave aside comedy writers and lowly editorial writers, I do think that it is resonating with voters out there, and particularly folks who are polled, because we've been talking about, you've been talking about it. Why is it that with all the things that seem to be going the Democrats' way, why is it that Senator Obama is still, or I should say, why is Senator McCain basically tied with Senator Obama? And I think it's because out there's this lingering suspicion about Senator Obama. Who is he? What does he stand for? And is he believing his press so much that he thinks he's president already?
I think Dana Milbank got it right, Mika, that Obama's problem is not the Republican Party. Obama's problem is his own hubris. Yep. When you have him speaking to San Francisco contributors saying people in middle America are bitter and they cling to God and guns and bigotry and anti-immigrant feelings, when you have him saying what he says here, and I'm not knocking the guy. I know people
I think we need to be careful, though, because there wasn't a report. He didn't say this to a reporter. And it's being reported by the WashingtonPost.com, I guess Dana Milbank. But I want to hear more about the context. I think we just have to be careful not to go on and on picking apart one statement. I'm not defending him.
It's not one statement. And let me say one other thing, too, really quickly about Michelle Obama. Jonathan, you disagree with me, as do you, Mika. But it's the same. If you take her statement, you take his statement, it's a statement that puts them at the center of the universe. America is good because we're ahead. I am the hope America is waiting for. Again, the decision won't be made by me. It will be made by voters.